Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Halo guys,
Good morning. I'm Rizky Mutiara and my friend.
Anissa Haryanti.
We will be presenting about workplace bullying. Okay, I will start this presentation. What is workplace bullying? Workplace bullying is a persistent pattern of mistreatment from others in the workplace that causes either physical or emotional harm. It can include such tactics as verbal, non-verbal, psychological, physical abuse, and humiliation. This type of workplace aggression is particularly difficult because, unlike the typical school bully, workplace bullies often operate within the established rules and policies of their organization and their society. In the majority of cases, bullying in the workplace is reported as having been done by someone who has authority over the victim. However, bullies can also be peers and occasionally subordinates. Types of bullying. First, verbal. This could include mockery, humiliation, jokes, gossip, or other spoken abuse. Second, intimidating. This might include threat, social exclusion in the workplace, paying or other invasion of privacy. Third, related to work performance. Examples include wrongful blame, work sabotage, or interference, or stealing or taking credit for ideas. Fourth, institutional. Institutional bullying happens when a workplace accepts, allows, and even encourages bullying to take place. This bullying might include unrealistic production goals, forced overtime, or singling out those who can keep up. And the last, retaliatory. In some cases, talking about the bullying can lead to accusation of lying, further exclusion, refused promotion, or other retaliation. Some bullying in the workplace. Repeated hurtful remarks or attacks or making fun of your work or you as a person. Sexual harassment, particularly stuff like unwelcome touching and sexually explicit comments and requests that make you uncomfortable. Excluding, you are stopping you from working with people or taking part in activities that relate to your work. Playing mind games, ganging up on you, or other types of psychological harassment. Intimidation, or making you feel less important and undervalued. Giving you pointless tasks that have nothing to do with your job. Okay, the presenting will be continue with Anissa.
Okay, I will continue this presentation. Giving you impossible job that can be done in the given time or with the resources provided. Deliberately changing your work hours or schedule to make it difficult for you. Deliberately holding back information you need for getting your work done properly. Pushing, shoving, tripping, and grabbing you in the workplace. Attacking and threatening with equipment, knives, guns, clubs, or any other type of object that can be turned into a weapon. Initiation or hazing, where you are made to be humiliating or inappropriate things in order to be accepted as part of the team. Some effect bullying for your work. First, be less active or successful. Second, be less confident in your work. Third, feel scared, stressed, and anxious or depressed. Fourth, have your life outside of work affected. Example, study and relationship. Fifth, want to stay away from work. Sixth, feel like you can trust your employer or the people who you work with. 7. Lack confidence and happiness about yourself and your work. The last, have physical signs of stress like headache, backache, and sleep problems. What you need to know if you are being bullied at work. First, bullying and discrimination. Bullying may also be discrimination if it is because of your age, sex, pregnancy, race, disability, sexual orientation, religion, or certain other reasons. Sexual harassment and racial hatred are also against the law. Second, responsibility of employers. Your employer has a legal responsibility under occupational health and safety and anti-discrimination law to provide a safe workplace. Employers have a duty to care for your health and well-being while at work. An employer that allows bullying to occur in the workplace is not meeting this responsibility. Third, responsibility of bystanders. We all have a moral responsibility to help create a positive, safe workplace. If someone in your workplace is experiencing harassment or bullying, you can tell them about the steps they can take to solve it. What you can do if you are being bullied at work. First, make sure you are informed. Check to see if your workplace has a bullying policy and complaints procedure. Second, keep a diary. Documenting everything that happens, including what you've done to try stopping it. This can help if you make a complaint. Third, get support from someone you trust or contact support service. Even if you don't know anyone you can talk to, there are support services which are immediately available to help and support you in get help section. Fourth, approach the bully. If you feel safe and confident, you can approach the person who is bullying you and tell them that their behavior is unwanted and not acceptable. If you are unsure how to approach them, you might be able to get advice from an appointed contact person or from a colleague or manager. Fifth, tell someone at your work. Your workplace will usually have a process for making a complaint and resolving disputes, which might include a warning, requiring the bully to have counseling, a mediation process, or even firing the bully if the situation continues. The person to take to might be your supervisor or manager, an harassment contact officer, or a health and safety representative. And the last, get information and advice. If the bullying is serious, if the situation has not changed after complaining to your manager, or if there is not anyone you can safely talk to at work, you can get outside information and advice. Okay, we think that's all about our presentation.
Thanks for your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you!